What's up? This is your captain. Tonight I want to play here with another Icetitan reads Bleach Fan Fiction. The Mice will play Part 8. So the last chapter that I read last week, Wenji had he was transporting Siani back to Kisuke's Shotan, and basically Tessai met him at the actual gate, and basically to basically help him. Now, before I get into this actual chapter, I want to ask you all, if you actually had to ask Kisuke for help with anything, especially if it's regarding colorification or any other thing that could become a detriment to yourself or to someone that you love, would you trust Kisuke 100%? Would you? Comment down below. Why and or why not? And I will give my answer at the end of the video. But yeah, let's get into this chapter. Tessai took the device with its precious contents to the room where her body was and set it next to her. Disturbed, wasn't even close to what I was feeling. Seeing double, yet at the same time not. Kisuke wandered and silently checked the square where the buttons were and looked on her. Good, he stated. His tone was actually positive. She's perfectly stable. This is exactly what I wanted. He turned and faced me. Now we need to work on you. I cocked an eyebrow at him. What do you mean? Look at you. You can't be feeling any better than you look. No offense. You have to be rested and ready. She's going to need a Shinigami vice captain at least. I flinched. At least a vice captain? Terrific. I didn't say that to insult you. Bye. He said by way of apology. I need you at your best. She needs you better than your best. If you hadn't found the way to your bunk, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You just wouldn't be capable. This is the space I was letting you use before. Do you want another? I shook my head. No, I'll stay with her. I'm fine. To wink this, he said, handing me a small cup. You'll sleep and rest without worry of what your mind might turn up for you. I nodded, slammed it down, and I handed him the cup back. Thanks. Now I'm gonna stop right here. Now do any of you watching, and if you have already read the actual chapter, do you think that there was anything funny or funky in that cup? Comment down below. He left the room just as silently as he entered. I gazed at her within her double containment and the device for a few moments. I sighed heavily and lay down next to her body. She wasn't dead, so it was still warm. While not comforting, it was at least familiar. I let my head chill a pillow and closed my eyes. Whatever Kisuke had in mind, I would see done. I would make good on my promise to her and fix this. Sleep came faster than it had in a very long time. When I opened my eyes, my head felt ridiculously heavy, even when my body seemed slow to respond. What the hell had horror hidden in me? I turned my head and discovered, to my abject horror, I was alone. Where had she gone? What now? What had the man done to me? What had he done with Shione? I sat straight up, and once I had, not only did I discover I was alone, I wasn't even in the same room. I wasn't even in the show tent. I was sitting up under a willow tree, leaned against its trunk in a very small patch of grass. I could hear the sound of water. I was about to start shouting for him when I was frozen into complete stillness. Sorry. The realness of Ryuku, so familiar and different from any other, washed over me. How? He said it was going to take time and difficulty for her to recover, and only after some lengthy process and procedure. This was really strong and unwavering, not the weakened feeling sensation from the Icetitan. This was how she felt, alive and well. My heart started pounding. What was happening? I stood and walked around the tree. Just a few feet in front of me, she knelt in fairly marshy ground with a small pool nearby, tending to a few flowering plants I did not immediately recognize. The flowers faintly purple and poofy, with wingly squared stems. The longer I walked, I recalled she'd mentioned it as being one of her favorite spring wildflowers, Missman Bionsex. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. A flower which was native only to her land. I caught a whiff of the minty scent she told me they had. Impossible. I closed my eyes tight, drew in a very slow, nearly painful breath, and shook my head. No, Wenji, you're dreaming. Whatever Urahara gave you didn't work. It did the exact opposite and dredged up exactly what I did not want to be dreaming about. My eyes opened slowly when she started singing, calm, clear, and full of passion, as her voice always was when she sang, especially when doing so in her native tongue. It seemed so long since I heard her voice. My entire body thrilled at the sound. I never felt like this in a dream before. So real, too real. took an effort, but I forced my feet to move a few steps toward her, my legs quivering as if they may fail. Her voice trailed off, and I saw her torso inflate with a long breath. She stood and turned to face me. I couldn't remember her looking more beautiful. I stood looking at the face I had last seen before the attack. No black jagged streaks, no red tinged skin. Her hair glowed like copper set on fire as it sailed across her chest and down her back. Her amber eyes, clear and bright, staring right at me. Habari! She almost shouted. It was just my name, but the emotion she managed to convey instantly brought forth a couple of the tears I had suppressed for so long. There was a surprise in her voice, certainly, but such love and strangely relief. I had words on my lips when I suddenly felt her head slam into my chest and her arms wrap around my back. I stood still for a moment. I stood still for a moment, savoring her scent, her warmth. When my arms almost on their own wrapped around her waist and lifted her up, our lips met instantly, and I wanted to drink in all of her. Her hand moved to the side of my face, trying to deepen the kiss. I didn't want to stop. I didn't want this to end. But I had to know what was happening. For a while, this felt so very, very right. In the back of my mind, I knew something was still very, very wrong. Slowly breaking the kiss, I let her slip back down to the ground. I ran my hand across her head and down the hair upon her back. I tried to speak, but I could only look at her. Suddenly the ground shook and she screamed, grabbing the side of her head in pain. No, 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 no. She screamed, looking back in. She looked me in the eyes. You can't be here. I wasn't prepared. I can't. I cannot keep you. Her voice trailed off and she was gone. Everything in front of me was gone. I found myself in a landscape, drab and dusty, not altogether unlike Kisuke's cavern, but as if a shadow had covered it all in black and gray. It was empty. Everywhere I looked, there was just nothing, and yet I knew there was something there. I could feel it watching me. Just then, the ground shook again. My hands sank to Zombie's hilt, but I let it rest there. No reason to draw just yet. I smell Soul Reaper! A harsh, cutting, guttural voice spoke, horrible, distorted, and warped. And thanks to my gracious host, who recognized Renji a Badai, Vice Captain 10 Division 6 of the Gote 13 Court Guard Squads. The voice laughed. Then and even more cutting than its speaking voice. You're far too late. In fact, your presence assures the last impediment to my goal will be removed. I wanted to scream at it. I definitely wanted to attack it, but I didn't know where or what it was. Also, without wanting to, I remembered Kisuke's words again. She needs you better than your best. No more losing control. Observe, learn, and plan, Wingsy. You'd seen her vibrant and alive again. That meant was correct. There was a chance. And I would bet my life on that chance if it meant protecting and healing her. No reckless or impulsive moves. No more. That's one hell of a boast from something. I'm a thing too cowardly to show itself. I said honestly, of course, I had no idea what I was facing, but I wasn't going to be intimidated by air. Out of the nothingness, a shape became solid, and what formed in front of me became the source of nightmares. Because it was Siani, but not. Not even how she appeared in Icetitan was so horrible. Flesh, totally that hideous red hue, marked all over those jagged black streaks. It continued forming and growing until it was roughly my height. The mass crept out of the mass of flesh and began to settle as it formed into a caricature of her face that nauseated me, even though it was also marred with the jagged, streaking eyes so red they were almost glowing. The whole formed off cell precisely where her heart would be. Said it was trying to remake itself from Sally, but what stood in front of me was the exact opposite. It was making a replica of Sally from itself. It must have thought assuming a form close to hers would give me pause, make me hesitate and attacking. That was a serious hell. It had done this to her. It had hurt her. It had nearly taken her life. It had caused me to act in ways I'd never for consider myself capable of given my training. I waited and wished for this moment for weeks. Finally, it stood before me. I would exact my vengeance, like a cut, a wound, and exacting a pain for each of the marks that had left upon her. I closed my eyes, breathed deeply, and slowly released Zabimado into action. He too had waited. It was time. The cunning laugh came once more. At this time, was more similar to Siani's voice. Oh my darling, bye. Why have you come? It asked. Again, a voice, a gross attempt at mimicking hers. This is futile. She is mine. Never, I screamed in response and flung Sabi toward the Rachel. Part of me had been hoping it would. After all this was not going to end quickly, as I promised a slow, painful demise, but was still somewhat surprised at how strong it blocked. Like with everything else about it, what it held in its hand was a pitted, almost serrated abomination of That's what they call her Sanpakuto. The most disturbing thing was the sensation I felt when the blades met. It was a difference from when I sparred with Johnny, but the similarity was killing. That still wasn't going to stop me. It could be a mirror image, and I would still know the difference. I would still destroy it. I continued to press, and it continued to block. Its movements were similar to Sally, were stiff and almost forced. Though it held the weapon in its right hand as Yanni would keep it, it kept fronting with its left foot that would put it off balance, and then it wasn't really watching me, so it's countering to be sure, but it just didn't seem fully focused. I decided to use the advantage had extended Zabi into Shikai. Segments began to move forward as I wanted them to encase the thing. And constrict, just enough to exact small but many wound across its entire form before withdrawing it and doing it again. That was my intent. It was rational and logical. The creature watched the segments extend before anything else could happen. It spoke to me. But not to me. You don't want to do that. I'm said to Zabi Yamamoto, following each segment more closely. That's not really the command he gave you. Classmate, he's having to hear its mockery of a voice again. That's when I felt it. A tiny, oh so slight shuttle. Zabi Yamamoto hesitated. The shuttle became stronger. Zabi reset itself and into the Whipple blade. What the hell? Then I noticed I should have the moment when the thing spoke. Like when Gianni was wielding the actual Annie, what had once been solid was now barely visible feather the like haze. That wasn't possible. Zanpakuto could not be duplicated, but it was activated. But it had activated Shikai. That was almost mimicking Annie. Zabi and I had encountered Annie's abilities in both Shikai and Bankai. We both knew, so I thought, how to counter it by remaining focused upon each moment of the battle. Sally's will and quick wit was the one advantage she had when we sparred. Hazani was not combat based as was mine. It was only through clever wording that she had any effect upon Zabi Yamamoto any more at all. But this fucking hollow, I just forced him back into base release state using Siani's Zanpakuto abilities. Was the Not a love. Asked me. I thought you had me figured out. You're most assuredly not the brains in this relationship, are you? I already told you. The presence here simply assures me the success of completing my goal. Anything you hope to achieve is pointless. I will obliterate you and take you back with me. So basically, we wait here. Lahalo is trying to, he's trying to basically trying to go Renji into basically lowering his defenses at last, much harder and longer than before. So cutting and contemptuous. I could hear genuine amusement as well. Back to Will. Oh no, don't tell me. No, I can see it in your eyes. You have no idea where you are. The laughing continued. I cleared my head of all thoughts but holding this thing and called forth Zabi Maru again. This time we hit our mark as the thing shrieked in pain and anger as Zabi Maru cut open 3 horizontal wounds across the thing's back. See, you will hurt, you will bleed, you will suffer for what you have done before it had time to respond. I warned. Zabi Maru fully to life, calling him into Bankai. This time, encircling it walked. Icetitan held it in place, constricting the bone spores into it. It would be so easy to end it, and have it squeezed into nothing. But that was too quick, too easy. I promised myself I would enjoy this. Grimaced in pain, glaring at me. You're a fool, Renji, boy. You think so? I have you caught in your existence as on my hands, and I had the segments tightened, the bone dug in even deeper. You have caught me. Perhaps I'm not who you are wounding. You have no understanding of this situation, nor this exchange, and you have finally provided me the means to shatter the resistance she's provided for so very long. Alright, and that's the end of the chapter. And the answer to the question that I asked before I got into the actual chapter itself, my answer is no. I do not fully trust Kisuke. I trust him about 70%. There is still 30% of doubt. Because look at the end of the Soul Society arc, when they go back to Gunner Town, and they met with Kisuke. Right there, he admits that he didn't tell Ichigo about a single thing that was actually really going on. Not a damn thing. The only time Kisuke was truly forthcoming about what was gonna happen was actually when he had to actually bind Heshin's Soul Reaper powers to Masaki. That is really the only time Kisuke has truly been fully forthcoming. Any other actual time, he's held shit back. Now, basically, Kisuke, he's my favorite character. He is. But I do not fully trust him. I don't. I just don't. I can't. I can't fully trust him. It sucks, but I can't. You know, as much as Renji does not trust Mayori, he should actually trust Mayori a tiny bit more, because basically you know, Bailey may be he might be half as Wako. He might be insane. He might be the cliche mad scientist, but he does everything he does for the good of the souls for the good of the Soul Society. He just doesn't care about. He just doesn't care about ethics. He will look at a situation, do what needs to be done, and if anyone bitches, he'll just say, well, it had to be actually done. I couldn't wait for permission. That is what Mayori does. That's what he did. That's what he's always done. But Renji trusts Kisuke more only because Renji. But that is, well, part of it is because she trusts. Well, she doesn't trust Mayuri at all. At all. Plus, Kisuke has experience in dealing with hololification. He does. I am sure Renji knows about the actual visors, why Kisuke as in the world of the actual living. You know, I am sure he knows. But yeah, this is actually only part one of the actual of the actual battle between between Renji and the Hollow inside Xiani's Henno world. But overall, the chapter, like the actual rest of the past chapters, very well paced. You know, I could actually see what was happening as I was actually reading. I hope you all could too. But yeah, that is all that I have to say for this actual video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with your friends. This is your captain, Icetitan 123, signing out. Peace.